think we're live.
Sounds that.
Sounds like people can hear us.
I think so. That's fine. That way we're the same height.
I was about to say that. I was like, hey, look at that.
Weird.
You're blocking view now, Scott.
I guess I'm going to get yelled at. I don't know if it's going to be any different.
Well, such is life. People may have to move,
Right.
I guess. We'll see. All right. About 15 seconds. And then we get the exciting question answered. What kind of bucket do they use?
That is true. Nothing else. That's all we care about.
That's all that matters today.
Right?
Junior Lancers about to take on Fremont. And some of these boys have played together in the past, so it could be an interesting game to see what happens here.
Yeah, I would say half of them on Fremont probably have played with at least some of our boys at some point.
At least once or twice.
Yeah. They do look, seem taller than we are. Not sure what that means, but.
We'll find out. Let's see here. I believe Seidel is going to be
In net.
Although I've been fooled before.
So we are waiting for the bucket. It looks like it's a white bucket.
And they only have one.
And they only have one. There's one bucket.
Vaughn and Westman wait for the ceremonial handoff at center ice.
Yeah. It is a,
Thought it was an ace, but it is not. That looks to be
I don't know what that is.
some form of
It's a red logo. It was moving too fast for me to verify what that was. This black net in front of me.
It doesn't help, that's for sure. But we are closer at least, so
We
there's
are.
that. We got the Christmas music in full swing out here at Sidner.
Yeah, so we will. Yeah, it's kind of weird. We're going to be this and then we're off for 2 weeks.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself for 2 weeks.
That's kind of what I was thinking, but it is going to be interesting. Actually, I'm more interested to see what my kid's going to do for that time.
Looks like kicking it up off front. We're going to have Amrine, Bianchetti, and Zach, along with Vaughn and Westman. Omaha pushing it forward, picked up by Zach. Ian on the near side brings it into the territory of the Warbirds. They are called the Warbirds. Right?
It looks like they're wearing that, so yes.
Okay, all right, just making sure. Now, it used to be the Flyers, and now it's the Warbirds, and so we're just going to go back and forth a little bit on that. And I'm probably going to confuse them and call them Sioux City a couple times. As it's passed up top, Omaha tips it in as Amrine going after it on the near side corner.
It is two names, so or Warbirds. So
Big Ray, just going to make it worse, aren't you?
just trying to help you out here.
On the near side, Zach trying to get it off the wall, kicking it back as he's hitting to the boards from behind on that one. They try to shovel that out. Westman almost got a hold of that one, but they said he should have had it. He's going after it on the far as he's kind of hooked there. No call on that one as it comes over to the near side. Picked up by Bianchetti on the wall. Picked up again as the Warbirds taking it back into neutral. Back into the corner, picked up by Severo. Takes it behind the net, brings it onto the near side. Going to hold on to it as he's tripped and draws a penalty on that one. Picked up by Holder to Severo. Severo gets one across. Picked up as Omaha trying to push that one forward. And Omaha gets a man up for another 2 minutes on that tripping call. Out for the Junior Lancers Sevra, Zach, Stonebreaker. I believe that's Vaughn.
Yep.
And Bianchetti. Vaughn up top, holding on to it, trying to sneak in. Sails one across to Stonebreaker. Stonebreaker off the wall, hitting Zach on the near side. And picked up by the Warbirds. Takes a shot to the far side. Bianchetti going after it in the corner. Getting some help from Sevra. And a hit. Comes over to the near side. Zach grabs it. Zach getting off the boards, trying to hit Sevra. Couldn't quite get that one, just a little bit too far ahead of him. As it goes over to the far side, picked up by Zach. Ian going to take it behind the Omaha net. Still another 1:20 left on the power play, but they stole it. Comes in for a shot, deflected. Nice job by Seidel and picked up by Bianchetti. Sends one out, trying to hit Vaughn. As it goes to the far side corner, Vaughn going after it behind the net. Laying a hit on the boards. Goes over to the far side, picked up by the Warbirds. Trying to pass again, comes over to the near side. As Cunningham that has that?
Yep.
Behind the net it goes to the far side. And they're going to try as it's picked up by, is that Westman?
That was Westman, yes.
Yes, Westman holds on to it. He's going to sail one across, hits Vaughn. Vaughn to the far side. Gets one on the boards. Picked up by Roeder. Roeder behind the net, holds on to it.
It's actually Amrine.
Is it Amrine?
Yep.
I saw the 2, not the 1. Over to the far, picked up by Westman, sends it back to the far corner. Picked up by Vaughn. Vaughn on the boards, trying to send it over to Westman. As they push it off the boards to the far side, Westman trying to stay in front of it. Keeps him and forces him to the far side corner. He's staying on top of it as Omaha getting the change in with 19 seconds left on the power play. And it doesn't look like anything's going to happen there on this one. Picked up as it comes over to the near side. Amrine going after it in the near corner. And it goes, they get it cleared. Sends it over to the near side. Roeder picks it up for Omaha. Trying to sail one across. Deflected as Button was trying to hold on to that one. Comes over to the near side by Amrine. Amrine trying to hold on to it for Omaha. Roeder stepping in, steals the puck back for Omaha. Comes over to the near side. Almost tackled from behind on that one as it comes over. Off the boards and kicked back onto the near. Lawley sent that one in as it comes over across. Lawley sends it back at him. Back into neutral zone, picked up by the Warbirds. Deflected. Button got a hold of that one, and the Seidel kicked it back out. Back again, those are the near side. Thomas stopped him, but couldn't hold on to it. Comes back over to the near side of Omaha. Tries a shot. Stopped by Seidel on that one.
Yeah, just kind of a little out of sorts here. I think, we've got some line changes and that type of thing kind of happening today with some guys being gone, so.
Puck on the near side. Cutler. Cheeto. I think that's Westman on the floor.
Westman and then Lucina.
Lucina, correct. Yep.
Yep.
It's like I saw the 8, I couldn't see the rest. Deflected over the near side. Poke checked out, and Omaha gets it cleared. Back into Fremont territory. Over to the far side, picked up Lucina trying to get a stick on it. Stopped in the far corner, back, picked up by the Warbirds, and inadvertently cleared it themselves. Puck on the near side. Cutler almost gets a hold of that one. Deflected into the wall, near side, right at the blue line, and back over to the near side corner. Cheeto trying to get that out, is getting some help from Cutler. Still on the near side. Cutler pulls it out, comes back over to the near side. Deflected. Lucina got a stick on that one. Stonebreaker holding on to Omaha just over the blue line, kicks it back out to neutral. Trying to get it cleared as it over the far side. And stolen back by the Warbirds. Nice stick, though, by Cutler. Holds it back at the blue line. Warbirds back into the Omaha zone. Petrol kicks it back out to the near side. On the near. As they pick it up, they're going to take it back over. Warbirds back in Omaha zone, near side. Stonebreaker keeps him on the near wall. Picked up by Bianchetti as it goes behind the net. Bianchetti on the far, getting a pass. Zach. Omaha was going in for a change on some of that.
Right.
Deflected, Omaha got the clear. Bianchetti taking it back into their zone on the near side. Got Kaiser open in front of the net. Pass deflected. They got a hold of that one. Kaiser on the near side corner, trying to send it back to Lawley. Lawley trying to tip it back in. Got a man on him. Bianchetti steals it back. And Omaha had to check back in. It just came over the blue line. Picked up. Bianchetti steals it back, though, with a nice stick. Omaha trying a shot. Goes back behind the net. Picked up on the near side. Lally up top. Comes in. Holds on to it. Sends one across. Hits Vaughn. Vaughn off the boards to the far corner. Back behind the net to Ian. Up, check that. Stolen back by the Warbirds as it goes back in Omaha zone. Should be icing on the Warbirds. Nope. I question that a little bit, but Vaughn holds on to it for Omaha. Gets it off. Picked up by Kaiser. Sends one across. Nice pass. Gets one to Lally. Back to the far wall. Omaha sends it back at him. They send it back. Picked up by Vaughn. Vaughn sends one off the boards. He's going to hit Holder. Holder at mid. Sending one back at the goaltender. Comes over to the near side corner. Roeder trying to get a hold of that one. On the near wall. Held on by Lally. He's going to send one. Somebody got it on the shoulder pad. Comes over to the near side. Lally at the blue line trying to send it back in. And they're going to call Omaha. Came back over a couple times there.
Yep.
As offsides called with 8:17 left in the period. Sever going to take drop. Puck deflected over to the near side, but picked up by the Warbirds. Comes over again, deflected. And picked up as Omaha trying to send it back over. And the Warbirds send it back to the near corner. On the corner, deflected. Omaha trying to send it back to the near. On the boards again. Back to the near. Stop a play called. High sticking. And it looks like
Oh my gosh.
referee didn't like something. Sever going to take drop again. Deflected over toward the center ice. Omaha kicks him back up. Deflected. I think Sever got a hold of that one. On the near side, Westman trying to grab it. Keeps it on the wall. Picked up by the Warbirds. Comes in for a shot. Deflected. Back to the far side. Bunton going after it. Stop a play called. Looks like did the net move or?
Yeah, net was off.
By a millimeter.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, seen that before. See if I can see better without that net in my way. Puck picked up as Stonebreaker was trying to reach out for it. Zach goes after it, kicks it into the far corner. Trying to hold on to that one as it comes over to the near side. Amrine going after it in the near corner. Bianchetti comes in, lays a nice hit. Picked up. Vaughn was trying to get it cleared as he was trying to pass it to Amrine. Pulls it out. Picked up by Fremont and sends it on to the near side. Back at center. Vaughn holds on to it. Tries to get it off the boards. Gets it to Bianchetti, who shovels that one behind the net of Fremont. Amrine going after it behind the net. Goes over the far side. Still behind the net as they're going to send it over to the near. Bianchetti with a hit. Back on the near again. Omaha trying to hold on to this one behind the net of Fremont. Fremont picks it up on the far corner. Westman going after it. Fremont ends up pulling that one out. Vaughn and Westman trying to go, and a backhand shot failed as it comes over to the near side wall. Picked up by Vaughn, trying to get it cleared. Fremont grabs it back. Tries a shot deflected by Stonebreaker on that one as it goes back. Omaha trying to shovel it back again. Still in the far corner. Comes off the boards, and Omaha gets it cleared. Then picked up by Fremont just after their own blue line. Nice poke check, those Omaha. Thomas forces that behind the net of Fremont. Staying with it. Trying to pull this one in front of the net. Lucina was trying to turn around for a shot and couldn't quite pull that one off. Lally trying to kick it back at him. Does. As Kaiser trying to hold on to it. Still on the near. They deflect one back over. The Stonebreaker kicking it back on the near. Kaiser with a hit. Deflected the man off the puck on that one. Omaha gets it cleared. The Stonebreaker pushing it down to the near side corner. Across from him, he's got Lally trying to pass that one to him. Comes in front of the net, deflected behind the net. Picked up again. Kaiser with a shot. Still loose. Comes in. Lally with a shot. Deflected again to the far side corner. Thomas trying to keep that one in play. Knocked down. Omaha trying to shovel it behind the net over to the far side again. Thomas stops it right at the blue line, kicks one back as he gets one to Lucina. Shot deflected again by Kaiser. Had a man in front of him, picked up by Fremont on the far wall. So pile up on the wall right now over the puck, though. As Lucina trying to reach in and grab it, puck goes high, deflected, stopped, and grabbed by Button, trying to kick it over to Lawley. They're going to send it back in the Omaha zone behind the net. Picked up his Button, holding on to it, come to try to kick that one out. He's got a couple Warbirds on him. Petchelt stepping in to try to grab it, goes over to the far side. Deflected to the far corner as Lawley going after it and trying to battle it in the corner. Getting some help from Thomas as it goes behind the net. Picked up as they try a shot, deflected, and it goes behind the net again. Comes over the near side, up top, and shot deflected low. Big Button skate got that one. 4:35 left in the period. Puck on the near side. Cheadle trying to grab that one as it's poke check to the wall by Thomas and goes high on the near side. They're going to try to send it to the corner. They do, sends it to the far corner. Lawley there to get it, trying to send one out, kicks it out as Ian reaches back and pulls it out for Omaha. Zach taking it back into their zone. He's got a couple guys on him. Cheadle trying to sneak in on the near side, but too many guys on him on that one. Puck back into the Omaha zone. Westman going after it. Trying to deflect on the wall. Westman holding onto it for Omaha. Trying to pass backwards. Omaha gets it cleared again. Was trying to hit Cheeto just a little bit behind him as on the near side. And back into the Omaha zone. This should be icing. Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of a couple of weeks ago. We kind of started off a game just tired.
Yep, tired. Yeah, it just seems like we're not just not with it yet. Like I said, we're missing a few guys, so we're just a little out of sorts. But it seems to get better. It seems to be getting better.
Seems to be waking up a little bit more.
My thing is we got guys pulling double shifts here, so that's going to tire us out a little bit.
Puck to the far side, trying to head one up top. Fremont going to try to bury it right at Seidel as it comes over to the near side. Still in the near corner. Severo trying to kick one back. He was trying to hit Vaughn. Try another shot. Seidel sits on that one and stop a play called. And getting a little pushy in front of the net.
Yeah, we just got to get it out of our zone. We got to do a better job of that. We have been playing kind of both sides. It hasn't been one lopsided, but we've got to do a better job of getting it out.
So we're going to take drop. Puck back. Omaha gets a hold of it. Gets it one cleared as it goes back into the free. Sorry, I almost said Freebirds. Warbirds.
Yeah,
they send one back and icing called on the Warbirds.
I mean, the old Freebirds.
Flyers, Freebirds. It's a bird.
It's all
they got
same.
feathers, right?
Yeah.
Sever taking drop again. Joined by Stonebreaker, Lawley, Holder. Puck deflected to the far side. Omaha trying to kick that one back. Sends back to the far corner. Picked up by the Warbirds, trying to get it off the boards. Severo with a good stick. Couldn't quite hold on to that one. Shot in front of the net. Two. Goal! Omaha!
Great job there. Just dumped it in front, and Sever was there to clean it up. Great job. I'm not sure who threw it in front of the net, but
Sever did it with some style there. I'm assuming that was Rotor from behind.
Yeah,
from the way they're lining up, but great job. Omaha goes up with 3:02 left. Comes over to the near side. Amrine almost got his stick on that one. Poked back, though, into the Fremont territory. Vaughn laying a hit. Comes over behind the net, picked up by Westman. Behind the net, trying to get it. Goes over the far side corner. Trying to get one off the boards, picked up. Omaha gets it cleared. Amrine pushing it back, and Bianchetti thrown on the afterwards. Got one man to beat. Takes a shot. Still loose in front of the net. And a good stick by Cutler goes over to the near side corner. Comes over again. Vaughn with a hit. Loses a stick on that one, but separated man from puck on that. Comes on the near side again. Omaha grabs it. Vaughn gets it in between the legs and gets it cleared for Omaha. And another hit picked up by Bianchetti to the far side. Back again. As it's grabbed by one of the Warbirds, comes over to the near side. Omaha trying to grab it. Cutler, everybody's stopping that one as it goes back behind the net again. And Vaughn with another hit. Sorry, that was Bianchetti that time. Comes over the near side, grabbed, shot deflected, and stopped again by Seidel.
That's a great job by there. He's lost his stick. So great job.
Getting a little more physical now suddenly. And it looks like Omaha's going into the bench for roughing. So is that, yep, that's Bianchetti in there. That was quite the hit he laid, but I don't know if I would have called that a roughing penalty. Up top, grabbed by the Warbirds, almost called them the free. I'm not just going to call them Freebirds. Back to the far side. Omaha gets it cleared as they send it back at the goaltender of Fremont. If you think about it, F-R-E-M-O-N-T, Free Birds. It kind of works. Comes up. I'm just saying.
Actually,
then
put it together.
Kind of a combo thing, you know? Puck deflected behind the net over the near side. Lally trying to go after it. Omaha still running some good interference. 1:25 left on the PK. Goes behind the net. Button trying to clear it. Nice job by Lally to cover him, though. Got it cleared. And it's grabbed by Fremont. Back to the far side. Warbirds back in the zone. Shot deflected high. Lally knocking it down to the far wall. Trying to clear it again. Had a man on him, though. Kicked it back in. Back behind the net. Button going after it. Button holding on to it again. Trying to get off the glass. Does and clears it for Omaha as it's going to slowly roll back to the goaltender. 47 seconds left in the period. Fremont's going to hold on to it behind the net. Going to kind of bring it out as Severa trying to run some interference. Back to the far side. 40 seconds left on the PK. Stonebreaker with a good stick. Staying on him as he forces a mistake over to the near side wall on the mispass. Back to the far. Fremont trying to hold on to it. Comes over. Omaha sending it right back at him again. Severa trying to grab that one as it goes to the far wall again. Stonebreaker trying to get a stick on that one. Couldn't quite pull that off that time. Nice snuck one in the back on that shot.
Wow, that's a great shot by Wiley there. We let him through there, though. Had two guys standing flat-footed on the far side.
And Omaha tied right now with 13.7 left in the period.
That's a good shot.
That was a hell of a shot. Thomas going to take drop, joined by Lucina and Kaiser. Stonebreaker and Vaughn. Puck deflected to the far side. We're trying to grab it, goes over. Deflected again against the wall.
5.7 seconds left here.
Look over up top, grabbed by Fremont. Little mispass though behind him. Wiley trying to kick it back in, stopped with the 5 seconds left. Stop a play called. We switch things up a little bit. Start period number 2.
Yeah, let's hope we can get a little bit more consistency on our passing and just the whole play. It seems like we're just way out of sorts.
A little confusion going on there, but hopefully the coaches can help correct that one and see what happens here.
I mean, I do think we need to get a little bit more consistency, a little bit more.
The aggression's starting to pick up a little bit, but still not quite there. This is the first time we've seen Sean out, so LaVisca's coming out.
Yeah.
Let's change it up, changing sides. Looks like we're going to have Kaiser, Thomas, Stonebreaker, LaVisca, and Lucina out for Omaha. Thomas is going to take drop. Puck deflected back, picked up by Stonebreaker. Sends one high, trying to hit Severa, who gets hit from behind. Lucina, who gets hit from behind. Comes over to the near side.
I think Sean had some aggression build up there on the bench.
Might have had a little pent-up anger, and they snuck that one in on that shot.
High sticking.
The referee's talking. May call that one back. We'll see. Referee's having a conversation.
Yeah, well, they called high sticking right away, so I mean, I don't understand why you would change or redeflect that. I'm sure nobody else saw it. He was the one staring at it.
Waiting on the final result. They have not changed the scoreboard yet.
Oh my gosh, this can't take that long. It is or it isn't.
Uh-oh, nacho cheese all over in front of us. And it looks like they're going to call it back.
Yep.
And we move back over the Fremont side. The goal does not count due to the high stick situation.
It did take a weird bounce, I'm not gonna lie. I did not see the high stick, but it did take a weird bounce.
It's deflected back to the far corner and picked up by Fremont, sending it over to the near side. Bunton trying to stop it, keeps him on the wall. Trying to get it, and another penalty called. As this one's gonna be on them.
Looked like an elbow of some sort.
I saw somebody fall too,
Roughing.
so I didn't know if there was roughing. All right. And they're going to go in the sin bin for 2 minutes. Omaha going to be up a man. Puck deflected, picked up as Bianchetti kicks it back to LaVisca. Shooting one across. Omaha takes a shot, but from Stonebreaker to the wall. Picked up by Zach. Zach holding on to it. Send it back to Stonebreaker. Stonebreaker taking the shot behind the net over the near side. Sever holding on in the corner. Coming back over to the near side. Sends one to LaVisca. LaVisca sends back to Severa. Trying to send one back. LaVisca with the shot. Still loose in front of the net. Severa sneaking in behind the net. Picks it up. Coming around again. Comes in. Shot deflected. It's still loose in front of the net.
Oh, my. Now we're going to have a penalty on Bianchetti again.
So they're called Bianchetti for tripping. With a pile up in front of the net. 1:28 left, so it's going to be even strength for almost a minute 30. We come back over to the Omaha side. Sever taking drop. Puck goes back behind the net to the far side, picked up by Zach. Held on, getting some help from Stonebreaker. Still in the corner. Omaha trying to hold on to this one. Zach gets it, brings it behind the net. Sends one across to the near side to LaVisca. Gets the clear to Severa. Severa back into their zone. Coming across the near side, flipping one between their legs, grabs it back to the far side. They get one off the boards on that one. Coming back into the Omaha side. Omaha, LaVisca got a stick on that one, forced it over to the far side. Good back check in there on that one as it goes behind the net. LaVisca lays a hit, and they snuck that one in.
I don't know what happened. It was like we were standing still. I'm not sure.
So in the 4v4 scenario, not sure what happened on that one, but Rotor going to take drop. Still 4v4. Puck deflected back to the near side. Fremont zone. On the near, Fremont trying to send it back on the near. To the near, back to the far. As Rotor picks it up behind the net, trying to send one back. Little miscue on the backwards pass attempt there. Vaughn holds on to it. Sends one across the boards. Hits Rotor. Rotor's going to bring it out of the zone. Sets a comes in. Shot deflected behind the net. Probably a little too much on that one. Goes behind to the near side. Westman's was trying to send one back. No, check that. Amrine was trying to send that back to Vaughn. Vaughn picks it up for Omaha. Gets it past 1 and 2, but he gets leveled on this third. They send it back in the Omaha zone. Deflected as Westman was trying to lay a hit. Deflected again. Goes to the far side. Picked up. Comes up top. Into the near side. And sails it behind the net to the far. Omaha now full strength. And a good stick. Is that Westman? Amrine got a hold of that. Vaughn with a hit. Puts him on the boards. Gonna hold on to it again. Is there 17 seconds left? Gets it to West of Fremont. Fremont forced to play it. 8 seconds left on the PK. Omaha was getting a change in. Cutler was going after it on the near side, back in Omaha's zone. Omaha gets it cleared. Cheeto sends that back out. And just enough time to avoid an icing call. Back to the far side, Zach going after it. Deflected by Cutler. Cutler in the corner, holding on to it. Sending him off the boards, hit Zach. Ian on the boards now, comes over the near side. He's got a man on him, 2 men, 3. It's tripped up on that. Back to the far side is Wiley. Yep, it is Wiley. It's deflected, will go Omaha to the near side. It's Petchel trying to get a hold of it off the boards. They send it back to the near side corner. Vito trying to grab a hold and getting some help from Cutler. Sends one back, picked up top. Shot deflected, far side. Picked up as Omaha got it cleared to the far. Comes over to the near. Button going after it on the near wall.
Well, it's offside. No.
Offside?
Offsides.
There's no indication of it. They're not doing any hand motions. So, what is it?
Why?
Not sure what they called on that one.
I mean, to me it had to be.
Something. Omaha kicks it back into Fremont zone. Comes over the near side. LaVisca lays a hit. Picked up by Fremont. Trying to go in front of the net. Pass deflected. Grabbed by LaVisca. He's going to bring it across into the neutralized. Back into Fremont zone. Far side. A poke check keeps him on the wall. He stays with him. Getting some help is Bianchetti trying to step in and grab it. Trying to pass in front to Lucina. Deflected and grabbed by Fremont. Going back into Omaha zone with a pass. Trying to pass. Deflected again.
Oh my gosh.
They're going to call Omaha. Not really sure I saw any hooking there, but.
No. Well, it had to be on Kaiser, I believe.
.37 left. Now for Omaha. Lally, Button, Amrine, and Rotor. 4v5. Rotor going to take drop. Puck to the far corner. Sending one high. Nope, check that. Knocked down. Back to the wall again. Comes over to the near side. Pile up in front of the Omaha net as Lally lost his footing or something there.
How does that work? Just, no, he got completely leveled by Scott. Just completely leveled.
On the near side, Omaha. Did he drop it on his leg? Behind the net. Omaha trying to get it cleared. Comes over to the near. In the corner again. Trying to force that as Fremont grabs it. Sends one up top. Back to the far corner. And center. Comes in, slap shot. Knocked down, goes in the safety net.
So the thing is, we got to watch. They're doing the same play every time, right? So they've got one guy on the far side and then one guy sitting on this side of the net, and he brings it around, and it brings us to them, and then that guy stands there.
Westman, Severa, Holder out for Omaha. 1:25 left on the PK. Severa taking drop. Trying to kick that back. Fremont deflected behind the net. Picked up by Fremont on the near side. Westman staying on him in the corner. Forcing him back behind the net. Fremont holding on to it again. Off the post on that shot. Another one off the post. Nope, check that behind the net that time. Back to the far side, up top. Held on by Fremont. 1 minute left on the PK. Fremont trying to grab it. Comes up top, shot deflected and covered, that time by Seidel.
There's another one. It's another one.
Another guy gets knocked down from his feet and no call.
Yeah, we're going to have, that's not going to, there's been multiple guys talk to him about it too, so I don't, my thing is that's no different than what we did in front of the net and we got called for penalty, so.
Cutler going to take drop. 53 seconds left on the PK. Puck back, going to Leviska in the corner. Leviska trying to get it off the board. Stopped up top by Fremont. Goes back, comes over the near side. Up top again, deflected. His own guy got in the way of that one. I don't think Seidel saw that. Deflected again. Seidel got that one. Stopped the poke check again. Omaha gets it cleared to the near side. Stop a play called. I think the net moved.
Yeah, they're being very, very physical in front of the net.
And it's not off any push Seidel's doing either. That seems to be the guys falling in front of the net. Puck back picked up by Leviska to Roeder. Roeder sends one high and gets it clear for Omaha. 28 seconds left. Hand pass called. Hand pass was called there on the Warbirds. Bianchetti coming up center now. Joined by Amrine, Leviska, and Stonebreaker. Omaha stopped it at the blue line. They send one back over, picked up by Leviska, and he's going to sail that one back over at him. 15 seconds left on the PK. Amrine trying to get it as it comes over to the near side. Coming up top. Leviska stops it at the blue line, but grabbed by Fremont. And ricochets one off. 5 seconds left. Sending one across. Picked up by Fremont again. Going to bring it out of zone, and Omaha now full strength. As Leviska trying to get a hold of that one, knocks him down. Comes over, Omaha gets it cleared, comes over to the near side. Is Zach trying to get a hold of that? Sends it into the near side corner of Omaha. Stonebreaker going after it in the far side corner. Gets a hold of that one, gets it to Bianchetti. Bianchetti trying to get it cleared off the boards, getting some help from Omaha, who gets it cleared, but they didn't call offsides on that, should have. On the near side, Omaha gets it cleared. Zach deflects, picked up on the far side by the Warbirds as it's grabbed. And comes over to the near side. Leviska trying to send one high. Omaha gets it cleared. Zach taking it back into their zone. He's also got Amrine to his right. Pass to him, Amrine. Good attempt. Ended up taking a guy out, though, with the shot. Held on his Stonebreaker trying to shoot again. Still loose in front of the net. Amrine was going in for that one. Picked up as Fremont trying to hold on to that on the far side. Back against the far wall into Omaha's territory. Stonebreaker trying to hold him as it's deflected back. And Omaha trying to get a hold of that. It goes behind the net to the far side. Amrine trying to get it off the boards. Deflected back. Bianchetti trying to send it back. Does. And he gets it cleared to Lucina. Nice pass. Couldn't quite get it. Lally was all ready for it, too.
He was. It was a great job. Great job by Lucina to see that he was coming.
Picked up by Fremont on the far side of Omaha. Get it cleared. As Omaha couldn't hold on to it. It was bouncing. Comes over to the near side. Lally forcing him into the near side wall. Stays on him And Omaha gets it cleared on the near side, and they send one back into the net. Sorry, safety wall, I should say, safety net, I should say. Stop. Nope, check that. He bounced off of Seidel as Lucina trying to get a pass out. Got it cleared, and they send one back behind the net. Over the far side it goes. Back against the wall as Kaiser gets it cleared for Omaha with some help from Thomas. Thomas holding on with some help from Lucina. To the near side, tries a shot, but they force him onto the wall. Thomas going after him. Keep it on the board. Button couldn't quite get a stick on that one. Comes over to the near side. Lally trying to go get a stick on it, separate the man from the puck. Nice job by Seidel to get in front of that too. Stop a play with 6:18 left in the period.
Yeah, we've getting our chances. I mean, we got it. I mean, it was better. This period's better with chances. So just keep it up, boys. Keep working.
Sever take a drop. Kick back to the far wall. Omaha gets it cleared. Back into their zone. And they're going to say they've got it. Comes over to the near side off the boards. Back again. Omaha zone. Deflected by Omaha. Vaughn got a hold of that one. Gets it cleared out again. Roeder sends it back up near side. Comes over again. Westman going after it in the near corner of Omaha. Takes it behind the net. Sends it over to the far side to Holder. Holder on the boards. Gets it cleared to Severa. Nice pass. Gets it cleared. Roeder going in after the net. Past the Roeder. Roeder trying to deflect. Couldn't hold on to it. Comes over to the near side. Picked up by the Warbirds. Goes over to the far side. Vaughn with a poke check. Keeps them at bay. Omaha gets it cleared again. 5:34 left in the period. Holds on by Severa. Picked up by the Warbirds. Vaughn grabs it at the red line. Back to Westman at the blue. Gets one off the boards. Passes it to Roeder. Gets it back into the Warbirds zone. On the near side, Severa on the wall. Trying to hold on to that one. And it looks like one of the Warbirds should be going into the sin bin for that hit. And it looks like he is. 5:17 left. Back. I almost said Sioux City. No.
Right.
Back in the Warbirds territory. Omaha going to be up a man. Vaughn, Thomas, Westman, Amrine, and Roeder out for Omaha. Roeder going to take drop. Back to Vaughn. Vaughn holds on to it. Sending one across. Hits Amrine. Shot deflected. Goaltender covered it.
He did end up dropping it, so. And
Keep it up.
Amrine was right there to pounce on it if it would have came out. So.
Way to hold off for Amrine. That could have been a situation if he hadn't held off there. Amrine taking drop. Back over to Westman. Westman trying to send that to Vaughn. Vaughn holds on to it to the blue. Takes a shot. Deflected low. Thomas with the shot. Holds on to it for Omaha. Still loose. Comes on trying to pass to Westman. Westman. Vaughn. Vaughn. Westman. Westman. Open. Shot. Deflected down. Still loose in front of the net.
Oh,
Nice job. Omaha ties it.
Good job. Good deflection there.
Beautiful job by the boys and great passing.
Right.
And just forcing it through.
Yeah, good job. Good job. Wasn't a great, I mean, it wasn't a real hard shot by Westman, which is perfect. Nice little rebound, and Roeder cleaned it up.
4:55 left in the second period. Tie score 2-2. Omaha capitalizing on the power play as it comes back to Laviska. Laviska off the boards, gets it to Lucina, trying to send that back over. Gets it just over the blue line, but had a man in front of him. They're going to try to send it back to Omaha zone. Just enough to get it over the blue line. Picked up again by Lucina on the clear. Nice job by Culler to get to Lucina as he was getting hit. Petrel sends it back to Stonebreaker. Sends it behind the net. Picked up by the Freebirds. Fremont.
Freebirds.
The Freebirds. I'm just going to call them that. I like that actually now. Back to the far side. It's kind of like Crapids. Picked up by Laviska. He's going to hold on to it. Comes over the near side. Gets it cleared. Holds on to it. Loses a little bit, but gets it to Lucina. Gets it to Grayson. Petzold on the far side. Takes a shot. Deflected down to the wall. Sends it out. Laviska trying to hold on to it. And sends it back in. Held on by the Freebirds. Brings it over to the near side. On the wall Force him over, shot deflected, comes in for another one. Seidel with the second one, still loose, goes over, Lucina gets it cleared for Omaha. Great job by Seidel on that. Gets it out as Stonebreaker loses an edge. Good attempt by Lucina on that one. Stonebreaker had it, but the Ice Monster got him on that. Deflected to the far corner, picked up by the Freebirds. Gonna bring it behind the net over the near side, trying to pass up top. Omaha got it cleared, and it should be icing at this point, and it is.
Well, thank God, because we had a kid standing on the blue line over here.
They like to snipe.
Right?
Sorry. Picking them cherries. On the near side, Freebird territory. Bianchetti, Roeder, Vaughn, Westman, and Amrine. Kicks it over the near side corner. Bianchetti going after it, pushing that one to the far side. Comes back up top as Westman trying to kick it back to the corner. Pile at center. Nobody really has control of it just yet as Westman trying to send it back. Freebird sends it back, brings it back into Omaha zone. Over the near side, shot deflected to the far left. Amrine trying to clear it. They got a stick on that one and kept it in play for themselves. Westman stepping in to assist. Getting some help from Bianchetti as well. On the wall, Freebirds pick it up, comes out. Vaughn with the poke check. Force it behind. Oh, sorry, they got one. Couldn't get a shot off. Over to the near side is Bianchetti trying to get it clear. Grabbed again, comes over to the near side. 2:40 left. Loses an edge though. Comes over to the near again for a shot deflected and a cover by Seidel. Change on that line coming out with 2:33 left. Near side, Lally, Lucina, Bunton, Severa, and Zach in for Omaha. Sorry, that's Holder, not Lucina. Deflected over the near side. Omaha trying to get it cleared. Picked up, grabbed as Zach gets it cleared and sends it back over to their zone. Severa trying to get it. Couldn't quite get to it. And icing called on the Lancers. Left to the near side. Omaha zone. Severa taking drop. Puck deflected near side, picked up as Omaha sends a high arced one. They send one right back though. Hold on as Zach gets a good stick to Severa. Severa holding on, taking it back into the zone. Has Holder to his left and Zach. Both crash on the net. Too many men on him though. He's trying to take a shot, goes behind the net. Picked up by the Freebirds, brings it over to the near side. They can send one back into the Omaha zone. Should be icing, and it is. Icing on Fremont as it comes back into their zone. 1:55 left in the period. Kaiser, Lucina, Bunton, Thomas, and Lawley in for Omaha. Lucina going to take drop on this. Lucina got one back as Kaiser kicks it behind the net. Picked up by the Warbirds coming off. Trying to get it as Bunton was trying to grab that one. Lawley forced to play it for Omaha. Behind the net. Got to hold on to that one. Send one across and gets it cleared. Icing called on Omaha. Just a little miscalc on that pass. Although I don't know how. I guess the referee's in the way. He's in the way. I was going to say he couldn't skate after it.
Samard comes on the ice, which I thought he was supposed to be here earlier, so must maybe miscommunication or something. But
maybe. Sometimes I've seen it where the JV will actually play after varsity, so
yeah.
Maybe that's what he was thinking.
Could have been.
Anyway, glad he made it. Safe. That's the key. On the near side, there's Leviska trying to poke that one back over. Battled by Lucina on the near side, getting some help. Omaha still pushing it behind the net. Pass in front of the net, loose, grabbed by Fremont to the far side. Stonebreaker trying to hold on to it, but loses sight of it as it's going over the red line, back into the Omaha zone. Leviska able to get that one. Poke checked out by Seidel. Thomas trying to clear it, does. And Kaiser pushing it forward. Grabbed back by Fremont. LaVisca thought he had it, but high shot deflected by Seidel, keeps it out for Omaha. Kaiser's going to bury it behind the net. Comes over to the near side as Lucina going after it. 44 seconds left in the period. On the near side, in the corner. 37 seconds left. Still on the near side. LaVisca up top, trying to hold on to that one. Gets it past one. Couldn't get it past the second. Comes over to the near side again. Stonebreaker ends up getting a hold of it. Clears it for Omaha. LaVisca holding on to it with a stick lift. Back in the zone, comes in for a shot. Pass 1, 2, shot. Deflected as he's taken out.
Right.
They definitely had a stick on his leg. Stonebreaker with a shot deflected down. Almost deflected by his own guy into the net. Comes over again as Stonebreaker got a stick on it. Got some help there from Petzold. Back in the zone, and that's the end of the period. Good effort there.
That hurts your behind?
Hurts your tailbone a little bit there, huh? All right. Well, we're going to have about 15 minutes for them to clear the ice, and we'll be back here shortly. And we're back.
That we are. So we'll see how this third period goes here. It's 2-2. Pretty even matched, I would say, so far.
Very.
Hopefully we can change that on our end and get a couple goals here and go into the holiday with a positive
vibes,
yeah.
man. All right. See how it goes kicking this one off. Kicking it off for the Junior Lancers. Petzold. Samard. Cutler. LaVisca and Stonebreaker. LaVisca pushing it forward now to the near side. So he's in the near wall in the corner. Forcing it behind the net. They grab a hold of that one, bring him onto the near side. Trying to send one high back into the Omaha zone. Should be icing. And it is. Bring it back over to the near. Into the Freebird zone. Cutler gonna take drop. Cutler deflecting one right off the goaltender. Oh, and a nice backhand attempt by Samard just behind the net. I'm gonna send one high arcing. It's stopped, but grabbed by the Warbirds into the Omaha zone. He tries to get a hold of it. A nice job by Stonebreaker. Keep him away from it. Comes over to the near side. Samard pushing it back into the zone on the near. Cutler with a nice hit in front of the camera here. He's gonna come out with it actually. Send one high as Grayson trying to reach out for that one. On the near side again, grabbed by Samard. And Luke sends that across to Sean. Sean on the near side, gets it to Grayson. That's holding it. Shot deflected, covered. Nope, missed that one. Goes by the net. Vaughn trying to get all that one. It was bouncing as Stonebreaker grabs it. He's going to get it cleared and sends it back over. And Fremont forced to cover that one. Sends one across to the far side. Comes over to near again. Vaughn grabs it. Onto the near side again. Dance it past 1, 2. Back in the zone. Sends it over to the far side on the boards. And a high hit on Vaughn. Draws a penalty.
Oh. Wasn't in the vest. It was in his head. Just hate to tell you. Their coach is not happy, but.
High hit to the head. Brings it back over the Omaha side. Sever going to take drop. So Omaha now up a man for 2 minutes. Puck comes onto the near side. Zach trying to reach out and grab it. They're going to send one high. Grabbed by Stonebreaker. Sending one across then, but intercepted by the Freebirds as he bobbled that one at the blue line. And offside's called on the Freebirds.
At first I thought they were going to call Sean there for a hooking. But he didn't hang on, so that's good.
Sever taking drop again. They want to cross. They're going to bury that one deep behind the net. Stonebreaker grabs it. 1:43 left on the power play for Omaha. Stonebreaker bringing it onto the near side. Sailing one across as he hits Sean right at the blue line. Deflected to the far. Bianchetti's reaching out to grab it. Goes and sends that into the zone. Sending one back to Sean. Sean coming in. Shot deflected near. Wide. Comes out of the zone. Stonebreaker grabs it for Omaha. Sailing one across again. Trying to hit Sean. LaVisca trying to bring it back into the zone. Right at the blue line. Sever reaches back and grabs it. Pushing one at the goaltender as it's grabbed by Fremont again. Comes over to the near side and goes back into the Omaha zone. Back behind the net to the far side. And they had a cherry picker again. LaVisca trying to hold on to this one on the far side. Going to bring it back out of the zone. Back into their zone on the near side. Shot Deflected high. Grabbed by Zach, takes a shot, it's deflected. Had a man in front of him on the shot attempt. Back to the far side. Nice job by Westman. Get some help there as Vaughn stepping in, Severus stepping in to assist. Still on the wall, far side of Omaha. 36 seconds left on the power play. Fremont coming out with it, trying a shot, deflected. Omaha was all over him on that. Comes over to the near side.
What? They just call a penalty on us?
It's like Ian's going in.
That's things we can't afford, unfortunately. I don't see what he did, but holding.
Let's go back over to the Omaha side. 4v4 scenario now. Roeder taking the drop, kicking one back to Vaughn. Vaughn to the far, sending that to Westman. Looks like Westman sailing one across, trying to hit Samard. Intercepted, though, by Fremont. Going to send one high, arcing in the far corner of Omaha. Vaughn there to get it behind the net. Sails one across to the near side on the walls. Trying to hit Samard, but they kick it back to the corner. On the boards, coming across to the far side. Vaughn and Westman staying on it. Goes behind the net over the near side. Westman going after it in the corner. Got a man on him. Trying to get some help with Samard trying to come out with it. Fremont grabs hold of it on the boards again, and now Fremont full strength, so it's a Omaha now on the PK for another minute 22. On the near side, Fremont back into the zone. Westman got a stick on it, cleared it again for Omaha. Fremont taken back over neutral at their own blue line, holding on to it, slightly in their own zone, deflects over the near side. Trying to hold on to the near side again as Westman was trying to get a stick on it, and Samard with a hit, puts him in the boards, and I think we probably got a couple offsetting penalties coming our way now. And that looks like that's what's going to happen there. Looks like it's going to be offsetting penalties on that one.
Oh, he got a 2 and a 10.
2 and a 10 on Samard for that. Back over to the near of Omaha.
Bad thing is we're still down a man here for minute 3.
How is that hit much different than the one that they laid on Vaughn to the head? I don't understand that. Comes up top, picked up by the Freebirds. Sails one across to the far side. Comes in for a shot, deflected. Comes over to the near. Grabbed on the wall by the Freebirds, sends it to the near corner. Gonna send one against the wall again. Deflected behind the net to the far side. Omaha tries to clear a bunt and try to get a hold of that one. Deflected again, they snuck that one in. And they go up by 1 with 10:45 left. And at that point, Omaha now even strength.
Yeah, that's too bad there.
Coming out, we're going to have Lucina, Thomas, Kaiser, Stonebreaker, and LaVisca. Kicks it back to the far side. LaVisca going after it on the wall. Going to sail one across as he's trying to hit Stonebreaker, picked up by Kaiser. Sends that back over to LaVisca. Trying to get one off the wall. Omaha gets the clears. Thomas is going to bring it out of the zone. Kicks that one back into their zone. On the near side, Kaiser going after it on the wall. Trying to hold that in play, but they got it cleared. Stonebreaker gets it at the red line. Brings one back into their zone. Going back behind the near side. Trying to pass one back as he was trying to hit Kaiser. Forces it behind the net. Goes to the far, in the corner. Sends one back up top. LaVisca stops it at the blue line. They're going to send one high arcing. Back in. As it's grabbed by Thomas. Trying to get one back over the red line, and it's grabbed by LaVisca. Sending one back into their zone. Pass 2, 3, shot. Deflected over to the near side. LaVisca going in the boards for it on the near side. Kaiser was trying to get it. They got it cleared back into the Omaha zone as it stopped and covered right away by Seidel. Back into the Omaha zone. And a change coming out. We're going to see Westman, Vaughn. Petzold. Cutler. And Roeder. Puck goes over to the far side. Vaughn trying to set it out. Send it over to the near side. Omaha gets it cleared. Forces the reset as it's coming back over and picked up by Westman. He's going to slingshot back behind the Omaha net. Sale went around trying to hit Roeder. He's going to dance past one. Sales went across to the boards. Vaughn there. Sale went across back over to Westman. Westman sends one up. Gets it cleared. Cutler going to bring it back into the zone. Buries it deep behind the net. Goes behind the net. Grayson going after it on the near side. In the corner. Vaughn kicking it back to the corner. Back to the far. As it's held on by the Freebirds. Westman trying to battle that one. On the wall. Held on as Grayson trying to get on the wall. He's got 2 men on him. They're going to send one back. Westman to Vaughn. Vaughn comes in. Shot just off the post. Westman holds on to it at the blue line. Sending one back, but they tip that one back into the Omaha zone. As Westman going after it. Got a man on him. Vaughn stepping in, picks it up behind the net. Gets it off the boards. Trying to hit Cheeto. On the near side, Cheeto holding on to the boards, getting some help from Vaughn. Trying to send it up. Roeder deflects, picked up by Cheeto. Cheeto's got a man on him, though, as it comes over to the near side. He gets tied up and pulled down. No call by the referees.
Unbelievable.
Back to the far side. Bianchetti was trying to get in the way of that one as it goes back over against the far wall. Button poke checks that one back. Grabbed by Roeder. Miles holds on to it. He's going to bring it out of the zone, back across neutral, into their territory on the far side. Comes in, shot deflected high. Back to the far corner. Bianchetti trying to get it on the boards now. Gonna try to send one out as Omaha couldn't get a stick on that one. Back into Omaha zone as Amrine going after it. 7:52 left. Omaha down by 1. On the far corner. Button gets one out to Bianchetti. He's going to bring it out of the zone. Back into their zone. Had a man to beat. Goes into the far corner. Bianchetti holding on to it as he's getting boarded. Still a battle on the corner. Omaha trying to come out with that one. They do. There's a hit from the back on the near side. To the far. I'm going to send it back in Omaha's on it. That should be icing.
Should be.
And it is. 7:19 left. Omaha down by 1. Back onto the Fremont side. Stonebreaker, LaVisca, Zach, Amrine, and Bianchetti coming out for Omaha. Puck goes towards the goaltender, over to the near side corner. Zach there to get it. Ian holds on to it on the wall. Comes up the wall. Sends one back as he's trying to hit Bianchetti. He's got 2 men on him, though. They're going to send one high at center ice. Ian trying to get a hold of that one. They get it cleared. Comes over to the near side at the red line. Again, back into the near of Omaha. Stick by Stonebreaker, forces it back. LaVisca was trying to get a hold of that one. Bianchetti stepping in to assist. Picked up again by Fremont, and LaVisca lays a hit. On the near side, Stonebreaker gets it off the boards. Omaha gets it cleared. Picked up at the red line by Fremont, and grabbed again at the blue line by LaVisca, who pushes it over their blue line. Omaha trying to hold on to it. LaVisca grabs it. On the near, has a man on him. Once he gets past the red line, sails that behind the net. Over to the far side, Severa's in. He's pushing that back into the corner. Fremont trying to get it cleared again as LaVisca gets a stick on that one. Getting some help as Omaha trying to just maintain that control. Severa's trying to get it. The puck was bouncing, goes over, deflected, back into the near side corner.
What do you call there?
And I think he's going to call Severa for something, but I don't know what. He was losing his edge as he was coming around to Mohawk, and they called Severa. No, Vaughn. They're going to call Vaughn for something.
Slash?
Back on the near side, Sever going to take drop for Omaha. Omaha down a man for another 2 minutes. Puck to the far side. Roeder was trying to get a stick on that one, forces it into a corner, back behind the net to the near. Picked up by Fremont. Gonna hold on to it on the near still. Passes one up top, back into the corner again, trying to sneak one in. They do the same play like you said.
Oh yeah, every time.
Deflected into the near corner. Westman trying to get it. I'm surprised they didn't call him for something there. On the near side, Fremont back again. Cut and chase, cut and chase. Deflected down low to the far side. Sever going after it, trying to get it on the boards. 1:20 left on the PK. Fremont grabbing it, sends it over the near side again. Tries to take a shot, deflected. Omaha couldn't get the clear that he needed on that one. Ollie had the right, just couldn't get the angle.
Right.
On the near side. Fremont still trying to hold on to it as it goes back to the far. Nope, check that behind the net. Westman trying to get a stick on it. Fremont brings it over the near side. Westman trying to lay a hit. Force it up top, deflected again. Nice job by Seidel. On the near side again, 46 seconds left on that PK. Omaha trying to hold on to it, brings it over the near side. Back to the far. Deflected, covered that time. And honestly, that one should have been a penalty as it hit him in the face. 37 seconds left, 4:48. Omaha down by 1. Change coming out. Gonna have Zach Bianchetti to the far side, up top. 35 seconds left. Sends it over the near. Shot deflected behind the net. They were trying something there. Zach gonna hold on to it. He's gonna send one high. Back at the goaltender of Fremont as it goes behind the net. Bianchetti gonna run some interference as they send it to the far side. Zach trying to get a hold of that one. And Fremont trying to bring it back into the zone on the far side. Deflected, cover. Nope, just deflected by Seidel. They send one back up and couldn't hold on to it. 6-5 seconds left on the PK. And now Omaha, full strength. Deflected by LaVisca, and they're going to call LaVisca for it. For tripping on LaVisca.
Come on! Oops, that was loud, sorry.
Microphone's got, microphone.
Right, sorry. It's just, I mean, he had his stick down.
He had the puck. He was playing the puck.
Yeah.
It's a terrible call.
Yeah.
We come over the near side. Omaha now full strength. Nope, check that. Omaha now down a man again on that call. Puck deflected over the far side. And it's cleared. As Roeder trying to grab a hold of it, keeps it on there. Parker comes out with his Severa. Gonna bury it deep behind their net. Puck to the near side. And they're gonna get called with interference. Finally, something went our way.
You know, is that a makeup? I don't know. I don't know, but that's, yeah.
So we go back over onto the Fremont side. Vaughn, Stonebreaker, Roeder, and Bianchetti out for Omaha. Puck goes back. I'm sorry, that's Severa. I saw the 5. Deflected again as Fremont going to try to bring it out of the zone. Brings it over the near side. Deflected by Stonebreaker. He steals it back for Omaha. Gets it back to Severa, who's going to bring it off the boards over the near again. Severa trying to reach out and grab it from behind. Couldn't quite get it. They're going to bring one back into the Omaha zone. Over the near side. Deflected. Von Stick got that one. Picked up by Roeder. It's a 4v4 still for another minute 18. 3:21 left. Grabbed by, check that. Stonebreaker got a stick on that one. They're going to send it behind the Omaha net. To the far side. And sends it over again. Trying to get it in a good interception by Roeder. Brings it back out of the zone over the near side. Miles trying to push that one across as it's intercepted by Fremont. Back across into the Omaha zone. Going to send one high at the goaltender who kicks it out to Vaughn, who's going to slingshot to the near. 45 seconds left on Omaha's penalty. Back to the far. Vaughn bringing one across. Going to bury that deep behind the net. Sounds like the coaches called him out. On the near side. Omaha trying to get it in the near corner of Fremont. Still in the corner. Forcing it over the far side is Westman trying to get a stick on that one. He gets hit up high and no call on that as it goes back across again. Good stick there by Stonebreaker. And
we're having another penalty.
They call Omaha for tripping. And it looks like Zach's going to go in. We got about 13 seconds on that other penalty, so for 13 seconds, should be a 3v4, I believe.
I think Omaha's going to call timeout.
2:17 left. We've got a 3v4 for 13 seconds. And then it'll be a 4v5 after about another 13 seconds. .217 left in the game and Omaha down by 1. And we'll see what happens. Some very questionable calls and some lack thereof.
Yeah, I don't know. It just the refs have taken this game over due to the fact that they're calling a penalty every time we're up and down the ice. So it's
all right. Looks like we're going to have Vaughn, Roeder, and Stonebreaker out for Omaha. That'll be for 13 seconds. Looks like Stonebreaker's going to take the drop. Comes over the near side up top, 10 seconds left. Fremont trying to do, he loses an edge on that one. 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1. Deflected over to the near side as Sean LaVisca comes in. Deflected again over to the far side. I think Seidel got a piece of that. And Stonebreaker's trying to send one high. Grab by Fremont, comes over to the near side. 1:47 left, deflected by Seidel, picked up by LaVisca. Sends it over to the far side, goes up top again with 1:41 left. And another 1:22 left on this first PK for Omaha. Now it's a 4v5. Fremont brings it over to the near side. Back to the far. Shot deflected down again. Fremont, another shot attempt. Vaughn got in the way of that one. Back to the far wall. They're going to send one over to the near. 1:20 left, 1:03 left on that PK for Omaha. On the near side, picked up by Fremont. Over to the near again. Omaha tried to get it, and Seidel ends up covering that one. And it looks like they're going to send in Bianchetti, Severa, Stonebreaker, and LaVisca in for Omaha. Up, check that. Westman comes in. Severa deflects, picked up by Fremont, comes up top, near side. Fremont's going to hold on to it. 2 seconds left. 42 seconds left. Comes over to the near side, grabbed by Severa. Severa to the near. He's got Westman in front of the net, deflected, still loose, over to the far side. Good attempt, couldn't pull it off. Back over to the far again, 49 seconds left in the game. Comes again, deflected, and they snuck one in on that one. with 44 seconds left and a man down. Omaha couldn't pull off that one. As they're going to send out Cutler, Petzold, Amrine, Lawley, and Button in for Omaha. 44 seconds left. Omaha down by 2. Puck deflected over the near side. And they're sending Cutler with 39 seconds left. They're putting Cutler and one of the other.
Yeah,
I was going to say, something not right there.
They were tied up in the middle.
Both players go in as they send out Thomas in place of Cutler. Puck back over to the far side into Omaha zone. Lawley going after it to the far side. 33 seconds left. Lawley trying to get it cleared. Keep pushing it forward. Getting some help from Thomas. Thomas to Lawley. Lawley to Thomas. Thomas on the near side. Back to Lawley. Lawley trying to get a shot. A shot deflected over behind the net. 21 seconds left. On the near side, Omaha trying to get a hold of it. Back to the far, deflected by the goaltender. Thomas stepping in. Shot deflected high. Into the safety net on that one. Roughly 11 seconds left. Thomas going to take drop. Puck deflected to the far corner, picked up by the Freebirds. Sending one across to the far side as Omaha couldn't hold on to that one. 5-4. Nice job by Seidel and a clear by Button. And that is the end of the game. And Omaha falls to Fremont. 4-2 with that. Unfortunate turn of events in the third period.
Unfortunately, that score doesn't show how close the game really was.
Absolutely.
Very, very even contest. Again, like I said, the refs took over at the end there, unfortunately. So
got to do better control and get started right away.
Yep. We
can't wake up throughout the game like that.
Right. We got two more chances against these guys. So, so yeah.
Guess we'll see what happens.
Right.
All right. Well, we're going to take a break before the varsity game, so we'll see everybody here in a little while.